60% more people of colour are murdered at the hands of those in the police force, and yet there has been an increase in people denouncing the Black Lives Matter movement by responding with All Lives Matter. Here's why that response is massively problematic. All Lives Matter ultimately detracts from Black people's concerns and belittles their experience of racial injustice and disparity. The Black Lives Matter movement grew out of increasing injustice for people of colour. It aims to create a fair and equitable society where every person is treated the same regardless of the colour of their skin. Unfortunately, some people seem to think that the Black Lives Matter movement excludes people of any other race or ethnicity. But Black Lives Matter does not mean that Black lives should be or are more important than any other life. It's simply conveying the message that Black lives matter too, just the same as anyone else in society. This should be seen as far from exclusionary. It doesn't mean that Black lives are more important than anyone else's, or that we should restrict rights for other ethnicities. It just means that Black lives should be seen as equal to others. Now, I'm sure there would be people who would argue that Black people are treated the same in society, but nothing could be further from the truth. Black people's lives are being diminished, often treated as lesser than, and more likely to be the subject of police violence and excessive force. According to a 2015 study, 7.2 African Americans per million died at the hands of the police. In comparison, 2.9 per million white Americans were killed by the police. That means that there were 60% more African American deaths at the hands of the police than their white counterparts. The fact is that Black people are 3 times more likely to be killed at the hands of police than any other racial group, and in addition to this, they are 1.3 times more likely to be unarmed. Black people are also disproportionately likely to be incarcerated and suffer from police brutality. There is often no accountability for police officers involved in police brutality. In 99% of these cases, police officers weren't even charged with a crime, yet again adding to the times when Black lives did not matter. The Black Lives Matter movement is trying to get that inequality and injustice recognized, and work towards a more just society that is more equal for everyone. The entire point of the Black Lives Matter movement is to illustrate the extent to which Black lives have not mattered and to expose the systemic racism that still plagues the United States and much of the world. Black lives did not matter when they were inhumanely transported like livestock from Africa. Black lives did not matter when they were treated like property and sold into slavery. Black lives did not matter when they were lynched by hundreds at the hands of the Ku Klux Klan. Black lives did not matter when they were attacked by dogs as they protested for equal rights. All lives do matter, but the thing you have to ask yourself is your life currently on the line? Could you be killed in the street simply because of the color of your skin and nothing else? Responding with all lives matter or anything similar further adds to the racist discourse and ignores the inequalities that people of color face.